Hi crypto kings and queens, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we have to see when the market Bitcoin is going to break either to the downside or to the upside. We're just right now consolidating, and we really have to see if the market's going to come back down, if it's going to break to the upside. Is the pullback done? We just have to know, but we have to have in mind that we're having this huge bearish candlestick on the 4-hour chart, but we are at a previous resistance and also a support. We did have a huge wick to the downside that respected this area. Will it break it, come back down to this next level that we're having around 60,600? Looking at Ethereum, the market actually broke this level around 4,200. Is the market coming back down, retested, or where are we going? So I'm gonna explain everything to you. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue watching this video and I'll show you what I see and why I see it. We're starting off with a weekly, and it's better for me to start over so we all know what we're looking at. I'm taking on this week right here that we're having on 8th of March. And we are looking at this right now, and we can see that we're having trouble breaking that level. Going back to the lower time frames, we're taking a Fibonacci from the highest point at 66043 to the lowest point, and that is 6649. Market came up to this area, and it actually gave us a market, a engulfing, the market came up, you had an engulfing bearish candle, and after that the market actually decided to come back down. It didn't have the power to break this high at 63,433. Looking back on the daily right now, we just might come back down to the support that we're having around 60,776, around that area. Going to the lower time frames, we did break that level, came back up, so that is the wicks that we're having right here. And that was also one of the fake outs that I was talking a couple of days ago. So we are having this 61 and 50% that the market is respecting. But if we're going back to the wick that I was talking about, if we're just zooming in and we just want to have it precisely where the wick is, going down to the lower time frames, we are actually right now retesting that from the upside, but we're looking at this huge bearish candlestick right now. When I'm recording this, we're having a new 4-hour candle, and it's just been active for 15 minutes. So we have to go to the lower time frames and see what's happening. Do have this support right here, and the market has to break it if it's gonna continue down, obviously. So the overall picture, we are in a uptrend, but the market just might have to correct itself and come back down a little bit more. So we just might see the market doing that right now. We can take a trend line and see if it's going to do that. Obviously, it can look something like that. Looking at the lower time frames at the 4-hour chart, it looks so much better. Looking at the lower time frames right now, we're taking this Fibonacci off. I just had the best live stream ever for a couple of hours ago. It was very good. We had some moments because we were looking at these candles right here. The market was having some fun with us and we were looking at it. Bitcoinsensus is a great community. Just want to put it out there. What I actually have, I do have a sell limit order around 62,200 because I think the market will come back down a little bit more actually, but I want the market to come up. So I was looking at the chart when the market was around here. The market made its move, so I'm still waiting for the market to come up one more time because I'm not trading when I see the market having its moment. So I'm waiting so I can have the best price. Okay, so what can happen right now? So what we have to wait and see is that if the market is gonna break this lower low that we're having, because on the 1-hour chart you do have a pullback right now. We're making a lower high, lower low. So this is the previous lower high that we're having, so we have to break it if we want to continue to the downside. And you can look at this next level that we're having on the 4-hour chart, and you'll have a lot of wicks down here. and that is around 60,600. The market can come to that area, and then the market could actually start to break to the upside. Obviously, we're not there yet, so we have to wait and see. Can just surpass it or respect it and then break it, or just continue up. So we always have to have different options. Always follow market. I am looking at this huge bearish candlestick right now, so I do believe either we just might consolidate for a while right now, like this, then come back down, or we just break this trend line and we are continuing to the upside. We can also come back up to this lower high in the 50 and 61% at 63,200, because market has a tendency to come back up to almost the same area, but it's closing below, and then you're seeing market come back down. If the market does that, you also have a double top. Market have the neckline break, retest, continues down. Looking at the 1 hour, you also have the support, and that is also a previous lower high. So market structure, lower high, lower low, lower high, respect this previous lower low, comes back down, might come up again, continuation, or it's breaking it. It also at that point might break this lower high, because that is the previous lower high that we're having on the 1 hour. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, or low, because it never surpassed this previous lower high, lower low, I'm sorry. Break it, comes back up, retest, continuation to the upside. So we're having some good targets right now to see what the market can do. And obviously when we're looking at the higher time frames, and if we're seeing market breaking these levels on the higher time frames, it's much better than looking at the lower time frames, because on the lower time frames it's so much noise, it's a lot of things happening all the time. So we always use the higher time frames to make sure that we understand what direction we are having. Did the pullback end here? Will we now continue to the upside, or will we continue to the downside? So at this point we just have to wait and see. We are consolidating right now. The market is just going sideways. It's going in between 62,660 and 61,900. So we have to break one of these levels to the upside or to the downside to see what direction we are having. And guys, if you are not a part of Bitcoinsensus community, we do have our own website. We do have more social media, but this website is very good because we always give up daily updates on cryptocurrencies. You can also have the guides how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin. You also have a Bybit tutorial that is very good, where Andy explains everything how to do it. You can also read about it in this section right here. And if you want to trade on Bybit, we do right now have a $3,500 in bonus, the best leverage exchange when it comes to swing trading. If you just scroll down, you have the link in the description below. And if you want to trade on PrimeXbt, you can receive up to 50% in bonus added to your deposit if you're using the code Bitcoinsensus50. We're looking at Ethereum on the 4-hour chart, and we did actually have the power to break 4,200. So we just might see the market coming back down to the previous resistance, comes back down, continuation to the upside. If we're looking at how the daily looks, it looks good. Breakout, retest, it's perfect. Why this happened when we can take Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point. We saw 2 wicks respected this area. This was a kind of a fake out that we did have. The market told us that, hey, we're going down. Market comes back up and closes above both the 50 and the 61%. We have huge volatility at this area. Market continue to the upside. So the target that I'm having right now could be market coming back down to this resistance. You can use the zone around 4,246 and 4,223 and see how the market is reacting to it. If it's breaking to the downside and respect it one more time, it just might come back down a little bit more. But we are making a higher high, so market has to come back down for us to be able to see a higher low. And at that point, I will be able to see if I'm going long on Ethereum or not. Please trade with risk management. Have a good day. Thank you so much for everyone that was looking at my live stream. I'll have 5 other live streams during this week. So please subscribe to this channel so you'll get a notification when I am on the charts. I put up daily videos about cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Bye!